How's it going, guys? Welcome back. So today we're flashing it back to when good old Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl were just itty bitty little kids, aka like 15, so they weren't really that itty bitty. But we're gonna throw them on the Erie Otters, and we're gonna see what would happen if Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl were playing together, but playing together in the CHL, aka the OHL. Either way, whatever way you want to look at it. But right now, the Erie Otters, even with these 200 team, only a 55 overall team. So I'm guessing they're not the hottest team in the league right now. We shall see. Nonetheless, we'll go ahead here and take a little peek at this team. I'm telling you, this might just be a little unfair. Now, as you see, Connor McDavid doesn't have a photo. We asked him for a picture. And he's like, I'm not really a big fan of it. Or we had to create him. Could have been a second party. But we had to create him, obviously, because you guys don't want to play McDavid. Is he not good enough to make the team? No, apparently, yeah, these guys can't make the team. I understand. I respect it. But we had to create these players. I better go at the bottom line here. But we had to create McDavid and Draisaitl because, obviously, you have to be under the age of, what, is it 17 or under? 18 and under? To play in the CHL, so we could not use their current players. So we had to create them. But we did create them. And we did make sure they had everything they currently have in the NHL, a 95 overall, 92 overall. Try to get the height and weight proper. That is in the game, at least. That might be different now. They could have had a fudge pop or a burger or something today, gained a couple pounds. You never know. But looking at McDavid, here's his stats just to clear it up there. Did not have the draft, obviously, no drafted by, but all of his stats are as they are in this game. Replicated just like they are in the game right now. First line, franchise medium potential, and then Leon Draisaitl, same story. I didn't realize Leon Draisaitl was so slow. 88 speed. Now, is he actually that slow in real life, or does he have him that slow to keep his speed down, or his overall down, or is he that slow because he has to skate next to McDavid all the time and he just looks that slow? He could be slower. I'm not quite sure. Now, he's young though, young for an 88 speed. I guess it's not terrible though. It's still pretty, average to above average kind of range there, so it ain't really bad. And yes, we will indeed put them on the power play because we may have simmed up an entire season without them on the power play. And they played like 14 minutes a night. I was like, what was going on? It's like, oh, they did not play on the power play. Because for whatever reason, even when you go out there and put it on where you say, let EA do the system, put out the best lines, even then, they bench McDavid and Draisaitl for some reason. And just not a big fan of playing them, I guess. I wouldn't want to play them either. Who wants to play Draisaitl or McDavid? Especially in the CHL, right? That'd be just, who would ever want to try to do something like that? But for whatever reason, it did that. So we had to go ahead and restart this and do a second video here, or a second sim of the season. Spoiler, we made the playoffs in the first sim. We'll see if it's the same case the second sim. It's actually looking better. Starting 8-4-1, 9-4-1. From a goal scoring perspective, it's decent. 4-4, 6-4 there. It was actually a little bit lower in the first one, which explains a lot because they weren't playing on a power play. You put these guys on a power play together, and that is where the magic happens. And we're clearly seeing a big difference. I think it was like 38-16 or 34-6. That doesn't even make logical sense. You get to play, what, 68 games in a CHL? But we are far and away better this time around having these guys playing in the power play. So we'll see what kind of difference that had there, because clearly, what I say, 15, it was 14, 15, it's about 15 minutes. So we'll see how many more minutes they get a night because of the power play. Clearly impacting this team a lot because they're going 47-12-ish, 47-12. Beating the Sault Ste. Marie there in the first round. We lost them. No, we beat them in the first round. But finished the season 2 more wins. So we finished with a couple more wins there. We'll take a look at the stats real quick. Draisaitl, 2 goals to start off the playoffs. There we go. 146 points. A lot better than what we've seen the first time. Still, though, when you look at it, 146 points. The shots went up by like 100 because of the power play. But when you look at 146 points, 141 points, that's still below McDavid's total. Well, yeah, we'll get 120. McDavid had 120 points, but he only played 47 games. He was on pace for like 2.5-ish, 3 points a game, which, I mean, we're really close to that at 68 by 141. Surprisingly, McDavid actually almost outdid himself in the real CHL in his final season in Erie. Still, though, they put up some gaudy numbers, over 2 points per game each, 146. Draisaitl, surprisingly, the one with the assist compared to McDavid, 72 goals. You would have thought Draisaitl would be the 80 goal scorer there. Maybe McDavid at the 55 goals, being that they are, the sniper being Draisaitl there and McDavid being the playmaker. McDavid might actually have the better shot here. 95 accuracy by 90, and Draisaitl has 93 accuracy by 91. So actually, he does have a slightly better wrist shot. The power rate there, the slap shot ain't as high, but nonetheless, 146 points in 141 points. We'll take a look at the ice time this time. Make sure we're looking good there. 18 minutes and 18 minutes. Still not the highest, but maybe it's a CHL thing where Sproul played 20 minutes. I don't know why they would have not had more ice time even on the power play. Maybe Sproul played power play and penalty kill. That could have done it. Maybe we took a lot of penalties as well. Regardless, look at those takeaway to giveaways. 21 by 145 compared to Draisaitl's 8 to 59. Big difference. They're playing center, I guess. McDavid, 53% to dot compared to Draisaitl's 62% to dot as well. So they weren't really blowing out the centers in the league, but that's because I think they're rocking like a 50 face-off. Yeah, 75 on a face-off in Draisaitl 79. So they really are the hottest of face-offs still in the game. Surprised they're not getting better in the draws, or at least better. I guess it takes a while for an NHL game for guys to get face-offs higher. That is like the most difficult thing. Even, you know, it took like Ryan O'Reilly like 7 Selkies until he finally got a good face-off draw. No, I know he didn't actually win 7 of them, by the way. Just to clarify, sometimes you don't understand when I'm just kidding. You're like, you know, you didn't really win 7 Selkies. I'm like, no, you don't say. Would have never guessed. Here we go, though. Playoffs against those Greyhounds. Gonna go out there and beat them in round number 1. Kind of expected it. 4-1. Is that the Erie Otters playing the Erie Otters? What is that? What logo is that? That is Sarnia? Is that the new Sarnia logo? I guess it is. Apparently, I thought they had a different logo than that. Did they update that recently? Sarnia fans be able to tell me that one. I thought they had like a big circle logo, kind of like the Sault Ste. Marie one, but obviously, you know, not the same color or whatever. Here we go, though. Going into the 3rd round. I think there's, what, 5 rounds in the CHL? Because you end up having a Memorial Cup there at the end as well. Beating up on them Spitfires in round number 3. Round number 4 is against the Barrie Colts. 2-0 early. Can we take the series in 4? The answer is yes, and there we are. Playoffs have complete. To the Memorial Cup we go. Kelowna, the Blazers, and Drakkar look like the teams to face in the Mem Cup. Draisaitl, 38 points in 20 games played. Still tearing teams apart. McDavid right behind him with 33. Can they continue that success into the Memorial Cup Finals? I would assume so. This is a round robin though to start, right? If we end up being the favorite, we end up going to the finals. We'll take a look here. There's a W. There's a W. Oh! 2 losses. This team lost 2 games. Don't we even make it past? Yeah, we made it past. Okay, here we go. It's a 1-game playoff. Is that it? No pressure. We got the Blazers, and they lost. McDavid and Draisaitl dropping the game, and that is the end of the playoffs. The Kamloops playoffs. The Kamloops Blazers are going to be the Mem Cup champs. Interesting. Losing to the Blazers. How about that? A 1-game playoff. They really don't play like a best of 5 or something? Apparently not. I guess they go round robin and say, here you go, play the Blazers. I guess the Blazers could have beat us and then played somebody else and won them 3 straight games as well. But surprisingly, losing to the Blazers, even with McDavid and Draisaitl on the team, I don't think that, oh, they do have awards. Let's see if we're winning the OHL awards here. The Hamilton Spectator Trophy, that's what I like to call it. Draisaitl won the Red TILSON. All right, good for him. The Eddie Powers Draisaitl Gogolev winning the Jim Mahone, which is awarded to the right winger. Who was the most points? Good for him. Drysdale. That's an Erie Otter. Did he get to play with McDavid and Draisaitl? Is awarded annually to the most outstanding defenseman. Maybe. Could have got a lot of points for that. Brickin playing goaltender of the year. The Dave Pinkney. Good job, Jones. Proud of you. The Emmis family. The Ems family. Emmis. There's no I in there at all, pal. Draisaitl picking her up. The Leo Lady. Okay, we're just going to quit trying to pronounce these because I'm just going to embarrass myself. The Wayne Train. I can say that one right. Look at that. The Wayne Gretzky 99 Award. The OHL introduced the Wayne Gretzky 99 Award in 1999 to honor the most valuable player in the OHL, which is Draisaitl. Sorry to bring it to you, McDavid, but that'll conclude this video. If you guys enjoyed it, a big thumbs up. Subscribe is always appreciated and never required. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.